Thank you very much for having me. It's a privilege, it's an honor. Thanks, Dr. Holly. When you move, we follow you. So thank you. It's wonderful to be here. Many of you may know me as the CEO of Datacom. I don't like to talk about immigration, but that is what I do for a living. Yeah. So yeah, you are a graduate. I've done this several times, but I've not got a PhD. Like I say, I've got several. I love to collect MSc degrees. I've got three in my back. So I've got several PGDs, but I love to study. And we're in an era of lifelong learning. So if you are here, you want to stay here, you cannot avoid it. And that is one thing that we Nigerians are very good at. As many have said, don't copy, stay on your own lane. So today, I want to say I am not from here. Who knows where I'm from? I'm from the promised land. So I'm here to share and also to encourage someone. Don't be scared. The Lord Jesus Christ came as what? As a refugee. How many of us know that one? At a time, he was an immigrant. Yeah. When he was about to be born, the family fled so that Herod will not what? Yeah. They sought asylum and they were not granted. So, and you have been given visa to come here. So, it's an opportunity. Yeah? How to remain in Scotland after graduation. First of all, we want to thank you for not wasting the resources of Nigeria in the United Kingdom. So let's round of applause for our graduates. And I'm sure your university will be so proud of you and tag you as Nigerians. We are all Nigerians. So next slide, please. So who am I? Yeah, I run a firm that focuses on ensuring that people use our service, and whether it's a visiting visa, family, student, entrepreneur, give you hassle-free immigration services. Also, if you, for any reason, your application is refused, we challenge the law. I've won several at the tribunal, and I've lost some too. So I'm dealing with a case at the moment. Home office is so petty. We have a case now, and many of you have got friends, yeah, that have been bombarded with so many cancellation curtailment. It's so rampant now. He got one of our, he got first class from Nigeria, got admission to study Northampton University, University of Glasgow, and decided to go with Glasgow because of full scholarship, and rejected Northampton. But because somebody doesn't know their job, he graduated with distinction, and yesterday they sent him an email, his visa cancelled because Northampton wrote to the Home Office that is in the country and used their cast letter. Meanwhile, it was an administrative error, but money for my own pocket. So we're dealing with that at the moment. So next slide. So the purpose of this presentation is purely for you and purely for us. We want as many of you to remain here. Please forget about the hostile environment. It is not new to us. When we are close to election, we are going to have some of these things. But together, if we work together, we will have you here. Because if you move to Canada, it is the same headache. I've been privileged to have lived in another country. You lose some, you gain some. But you have built social network. We want you to stay here. So I'll say to help migrants to make informed immigration options. The road is not a straight line. As Dr. Oli have shown to us, there are so many zigzags along the way. But if you are well informed, well connected, you will get it. So next slide, please. So please, if you are here and you are not graduating, I will charge you consultation charge. So today it is for our brothers, and I'm not here as a consultant, I'm here as an evangelist. Yeah, I'm here as your brother. Yeah? So, next slide, please. This is what is happening today. And I want us to reflect on it, not as a politician, but as decision maker. When you look at this, what comes to our mind? That in 2022, this is even wrong, because there's another one that just, but I don't have the time to change it. So in 2022, the total number of grants, 419,000. By 2020, March 2023, more than 53%. Yeah? Number of work, 75. But the data still remain the same. But they are refusing a lot now. So if you are a decision maker, looking at the pressure in Aberdeen, what will you do? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We can't find accommodation. Our children can't be enrolled in schools. I was shocked some months ago when someone came to our office in Edinburgh. £350 to share a bed. That is the fact. And if that is taken to the MP, going to the parliament, they have to respond to it. Please, that's why I say, don't let us worry about the hostile environment. We need to worry about how can we stay here. Next one, please. So, I put it as temporary immigration pathway. Do you have a CAS from UK University after graduation? How many of us have you got it? Congratulations. If you don't have it, you may be on your way home. Yeah? So if the answer is no, then the next question I will ask, have you breached immigration rule? That is the next thing now. Have you worked more than 20 hours? Because that is the next thing. So if you guys are not familiar with the current system, you may apply for your graduate scheme, healthcare, you will get it 2 days, 3 days, 1 month later, Home Office will write to you that you have used deception. How many of us have heard that story? That you have used deception because you have breached your immigration rule. So if you have friends who are coming, please let us advise them. 20 hours is very, very important. And it's Monday to Sunday. We had a webinar recently and somebody asked question, but can't I do Monday to Friday? Then I go somewhere again, I do. It's 20 hours, register on your NI number. If you do more than that, they can get, because your BRP card now includes your NI number, and we can do that search with HMRC. So, if you satisfy the immigration rule, then the next question is, if yes, you have many options. For you to get a job, your employer must be license holder. Yeah, and that's totally, we need many people to start creating businesses. And we encourage them to become sponsor license holder. If you know any business around, please send them, we will help them so that we can help our community. Yeah? Graduate visa route, you need a cash letter from your university. It's so expensive, around £800, and many of you say it doesn't lead to settlement. It does. We will talk about it. So, but it's not a pathway to settlement. You can add it to another, and you make it 10 years, you get it. So we have skilled worker. MOR means Minister of Religion. For some of you, you may not know, if you have the calling, a church can actually sponsor you to remain here in the UK. And it's a 5 years route to settlement. Family life, if you can do it before they change the law, yeah, it's coming. The law is going to change by April. At the moment, 18,600 and you have a genuine and subsisting relationship, that is coming again. If you get your visa and your wife wants to come and join you, Home Office will ask you, is your marriage genuine and subsisting? Yeah, that's another question coming. Then opportunity exists for you to do PhD, right? Then we have what we call non-work related, which is the best immigration option for now. If you don't know, global talent, for those who of us who have made distinction, who have been recognized as highly talented, I would recommend that to say don't go under work visa, go under global talent. If you are here, we'll work with you so that you can build a portfolio and you can get endorsement. It's very cheap. It's the best immigration option. Then we have entrepreneur. How many of us love to create our own businesses? Yeah, please, I will beg you. When you listen to the minister, nobody talks about entrepreneur. What are they attacking? Family and work. Because those are the areas that people are abusing. We have to be honest. But if you are creative, innovator, founder visa is there. And they just change it. It used to be two routes, startup and innovator. Startup means you have a 2 years visa, you concentrate on your business, and if you can do it, you move to innovator. But innovator, you need 50,000 pounds. But they've merged the two, change the name to innovator founder visa. And what do you don't need any investment fund. And I don't know why we are not applying. And this is not for you to say you want to start an African shop. Yeah, this is not for you to say you want to start nail all this. We have to be innovative. At the Data Cork, we have a program we are starting soon, and we are going to teach what does innovation mean. What does it mean for you to have a viable idea? And those are the things they are looking for. Create a solution, not just for black people, because that's another thing I see. When data call, we do something, some people want to copy it, you know. Let's be creative. There are opportunities everywhere. Yeah, and the last one is your idea scalable, you know. So then study. If you are like Dr. Oli, yeah, you want to go and get your PhD, opportunity abounds. And the government is very relaxed because we need researchers, we need lecturers. So please, next slide, please. What I want to emphasize here, the migration journey, you don't have straight line. Yeah? And don't copy. I've been hearing it now. Students, well done, you become graduate. Then we are in the uncertainty mood. What next? So, for some people, it's going to be a 5 year journey. It's a journey. You are able to get Minister of Religion, healthcare worker, skill worker, but some will have to get the 2 years graduate scheme and they go on a 5 year journey. So if you are here, I will encourage you be careful of healthcare visa. The government is clamping down on it. Many sponsors' licenses are being cancelled. What will become of your future and that of your family and children? Please. What bothers me is also, doctors, about people being de-skilled. I discussed this within our team. I challenge the team. If you are here, I don't want to see anybody being de-skilled. Working because of visa. For some people, that could be a target, but use your talent maximum. That is very key. Then for some, like I said, maybe you have lived here on different immigration routes. Well, there's something we call set LR, long residency. If you live here lawfully for 10 years, whether as a student, dependent, graduate visa, migrant, you can add them together. And if you have not broken any rule, you can use a 10 years journey. You know. Then unfortunate one is 20 years. If for any reason, if for any reason you have breached the rule, you have become undocumented. I don't like to use illegal, undocumented, because when you look at the Jesus Christ as an asylum seeker, you can't call Jesus an illegal. He was undocumented. Yeah. So if for any reason you are undocumented, for you to have indefinite leave to remain here, you have to stay here for 20 years undercover. And once they give it to you, then you start another 10 years journey. It's a punishment for you. So I have to emphasize that's what I call a pathway. Many people will be caught on that. Let's be honest, because if you are here, you're under health care, and you know you cannot go back home because you know the lions are waiting for you over there. What do? You become undocumented, and it's a 20 years journey. Yeah? I've not mentioned if you have a child that live here for 7 years, it's an option. But I know the setting here is for students, right? So then, next slide, please. So I want to emphasize this as well. Resetting immigration clock for settlement. How many of us have heard that story? Okay. So resetting clock means anytime you already spent will not count towards qualifying period. So for example, you are sponsored by company A under healthcare, and you decide to get married to Fash. Yeah? The time you've already spent is lost. Yeah. So you will start a new journey to settlement. Many are being refused as well because they don't understand. If you are, let's say for example, you are in a genuine relationship with Kabiru, and because of anything, relationship broke down, and you met Tunde, yeah, you cannot you have to start the journey all over again. Yeah, please. I want to emphasize it because I've seen cases. I've seen cases people being refused, and because sometimes they come to me and say, "Oh, but my friend got a visa within 5 years of nothing." Your clock has been reset. Be careful. So, you see, causes of it: relationship breakdown, switching immigration category, and gaps in the employment. So, an absence for more than 180 days can become problematic for some in any calendar year. Let's be careful. If you are not doing PhD and you are absent from the UK from more than 180 days in any calendar year, you may not be eligible to apply for ILR. Yeah. Okay. Next slide, please. So I have case study. I want this to be interactive and engaging. I don't want you to, because sometimes immigration seminar can be boring. So we have Dele, who is 26 years old, in the UK, studied data science degree. I love it because I got one, right? I got big data. So he began his career here under the graduate route. He wants to carry out working in the UK. So who knows the answer? You know. He said no. Anyone want to try? Why is it a no? Okay. And that's exactly what I want to emphasize here. So please, if you are here, either you are an engineer and you are going for a job until they change the law, because as part of the 5-point agenda, I saw it there. If you, because the government gave us the opportunity to hire you guys, especially if your job is under shortage occupation, as well as what we call new entrant. As a graduate coming from the university, the employer can pay you 70% of the salary. You understand? So I've coached a lot of people when they are negotiating. Say, I don't need your money. I want to stay here. I'll work for you for 5 years. Are you aware of the new entrance policy? It enables you to pay me less. Yeah? Many don't like it, but that is the policy to say it's so risky to employ new guy because sometimes we do fake it. We get on the job, we cannot deliver. Yeah. So the answer is yes. So the employer very creative. Instead of 28,800, they just put 50 pounds on top. We will see the next slide, please. We'll see the answer. So because for that role, it is 34,000. New, please, something to take away here. New entrant policy. You can use it to get sponsored. It's a strategy. Next one, please. Okay, you don't understand. Okay. Case answer number one. So the question is, Dele find a job, and the company under if you are looking for sponsor license, every job I've got what we call SO code, standard occupational code. If it is not there, the application will be refused. So employer must make sure they understand that policy. So in this case, the salary threshold set by the Home Office will be 34,000 pounds. Right. But because Dele is aware and is a very smart guy, he was able to convince the employer that hire me. You don't need to pay me 34 because I'm a fresh graduate. Yeah, I'll be going into the UK market newly. So the policy covers me and enables you to pay 70% of the salary and still be eligible. Is it making sense? Yeah. Many don't know. So sometimes you get into the work, you find that maybe Ngozi, who happens to be a citizen, you're on the same job, they earn 34. And I think that is why the government is thinking to remove it. Because they may be attacked for economic slavery. Yeah. So next. So we have Rishi Sunak, your prime minister. Is currently in the UK on the student, please typo there, on the student route and about to complete his master's degree. So you will see some typo. I did this yesterday night. I have to send it to Sheung before I went to bed. In software engineering from the University of Edinburgh. So University of Edinburgh recognized Rishi as a talent. And he has a savings of 2,113. Previously, he worked as head of software development at Alpha and Omega, a reputable software company in Kenya. So he wants to settle and work here, but he has said PhD is not an option because when you see talent, say, oh, you can go for PhD. So he has that option, but he doesn't want it. So what would be, sorry, the question that should be, what is the best option for Rishi? Not Boris Johnson this time around. So what would be the best immigration option? Who want to try? Global talent. Because for him to build a portfolio to be submitted to an endorsing body, he has got the recognition from his university already. And he has over 10 years experience in that. So it will be something for anyone who shares some career experience with Rishi to consider. Yeah? Is it making sense? Yeah. Next one, please. So now we have Ngozi, a Nigerian national who entered the UK on 29 December 2022. Ngozi is a student and also a part-time researcher at the University of Glasgow. Is now, please, if we use the word relationship, please put that if it's genuine or not. But this is genuine. And it's not an arranged one. So wedding between Rishi and Ngo will be held in the next couple of days. So assume today is 10th of December. Today is 10th, yeah. And both of them want to settle here. What will be the best immigration option? Spouse visa. and there's the catch there also. They need to have 18,600 because you met someone. If the, and the government wants to increase it to 38,000. Are we aware? So if you fall in love, you need to check also. Because he may not be able to help. It may not help your case. It may not help your case. Yeah? It may not actually help your case. So you need to know whether. So if you don't, the system will call it financial requirement. Yeah? If a child is involved, it's another pounds. Yeah? So if you don't have those, you have to show evidence that you've worked for more than 6 months in a particular place, and your annual salary, is 18,600, more than that. So, but if you don't have it, you need to have a cash saving of almost like 70K, and it must have been held in an account for 6 months. We can still help you. We can still help you. So, but for it to be straightforward, that's it that you apply and granted within few days. So it's not always good to go through complications. Okay, next one, please. Assuming Rishi is a Nigerian now with limited leave to remain in the UK, so we've answered it already. So there are some individuals that are here. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is it is not just people who are settled. You can get into relationship with. Even there's some category of people that are here under limited leave to remain. Yeah, maybe they have a child, the child is 7, they use the child to get people to stay. They also can help people to remain here. But they must have an income as well. Please, if you are dating anyone, it is so important to check your data. So you don't want to get into it and say, oh my God, so Bayo is better than Tunde. Yeah. Number 5, please. So we have another applicant here, enters the UK on 30th June 2011 with entry class as a student that was valid until 2012. The person refused to leave after the year. So I think we've discussed a little bit of who knows the answer. 2032. So the essence of this is don't contemplate staying here and become undocumented. There are consequences. Yeah? You will see postmaster and you will think it's a home office officer. And the system will penalize you. Yeah. If you have any reason to remain after your visa expire, the grace is 14 days. And we have to prove to the Home Office that compelling circumstances that do not allow you to apply within that 14 days. Before, it used to be 28 days. Theresa May reduced it. It's their country. Yeah. So, please, if you don't have a route, I will encourage you, please go home. It's the truth. And you may not want to hear it. Yeah? We've done it. See, I've encouraged someone, doctor may know this story. In 2008, a lot of people came here and they were under the what we call highly skilled visa. People, it's just like what is happening now. In order for you, it's a point-based system. You have to score 75 points. You have people, they say they are working full-time, 45. They will create a self-employed business and say, oh, they've made a profit, everything add up, they score 75. After getting the visa, they go back to HMRC. So that income, they will reduce it. Home Office waited for 4,000 people until the time of indefinite leave to remain, and they brought out a questionnaire, about 21 questions, and they look at it. It's about data. Your year one, you made a profit. When you don't need to extend your leave, you made a loss. When you do the second one, you made a profit. When you are not extending, you make a loss. So explain, right? And they will go to the tax man again, check the tax. 4,000 people were caught. Many of them started a journey of 10 years because they went to court, Home Office refused to budge. I asked one of my clients to say, Aburo, go back. And we brought him back. Today he's a citizen. Yeah. You may not realize it. There is wisdom not to abuse the system. Yeah? You'll be treated as if you committed, you killed somebody. Please, go. It's tough. It's not what you want to hear from me. But if you know, you still have time, find another option. But don't contemplate overstaying. Yeah. Next slide, please. So we have another case. So this guy actually listened to advice. Just the visa is supposed to expire on the 31st. Here, decided to leave on the 30th. You'll be treated as if you understand the law, you respect the law. It will be easier for you to return back. So that is the message I want you to take from me. Some of you may not believe it, and I don't want you to face the wrath of the Home Office. It is not good. Yeah. Next one, please. So, case 7. Sophia, a Ghanaian MBA graduate from University of Stirling, I love it, has a job from a Scottish company. So what I want to emphasize here is it's about salary. Having a job is not the solution. You need to make sure your employer pays the right salary because the visa can still be refused. Yeah, and you cannot blame your employer if your application is refused. So do your findings, make sure the job is, because okay, it's on the list of the Home Office, the code is right, because you'll be given COS. Check it and make sure, because sometimes the HR don't know. Yeah, sometimes they don't. Sometimes Home Office too don't know. Because we have a case recently where someone submitted an application and they wrote to the office to change the salary. And they brought to say, check paragraph so, yeah. The second date was granted. So next one, case 8. Elena, a Ghanaian again, computer science graduate from area. What? Sorry guys, I've not been using Aberdeen. We're from the mainland. Elena can apply as innovator founder. How many of us will be interested in innovator founder? Please speak to Odu, my colleague, who would really love to work with you. Odu, raise up your hand. We have a program going on. We are funded, but it's for Edinburgh. But we will extend it virtually to people from Aberdeen. Please. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm very, very passionate about us creating solutions and services. Not just for black, but for the whole. But how many of us know we are 0.5% of the population? Yeah, that is why sometimes when I say, oh, today I have African shop, tomorrow Yabuki want to start African shop. Doesn't make sense. They can collaborate. Yeah. So you need to have a solid business plan, and let's work together with you. We may charge you, doesn't matter, but we'll be kind. Okay, next one, please. So we have a Brazilian who is into generative AI. How many of us know generative AI now? Fantastic, okay. University of Aberdeen, an exceptional talent. So what should David do? what are the options for him based on what we've heard today? Global talent, innovator founder visa is there. So you may have more than one options. So you just need to know which one will be the best and the fastest one to settlement. So that is what we will do. Next one, please. So D entered the UK as an healthcare worker migrant after 3 years, which normally happen. It's not unusual. D was made redundant by his current or our current company. So their certificate of sponsorship was cancelled. How many of us have a friend or colleagues that their sponsor license have been cancelled? Do you know anyone? You've heard, yeah. So what is similar to what we discussed again? They have to start their journey all over again. Yeah. But if they are able to find a new employment within the shortest period, yeah, they can continue. So they can count the time. So let's assume you spend 3 years and the sponsor license cancelled, you are able to switch to another sponsor. The time you spent on the first 3 years, you just need 2 years. But if you have to change to another thing entirely, your clock will be reset. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to emphasize here. So they must complete an additional two because it was very smart. Okay, next one, please. So with answer is just to say this guy needs to do what? A is a spouse of B, a skilled worker, and the relationship broke down after 2 years. Yeah? See that a lot. So what people do is when they are tired of each other, the whosoever is settled or skilled worker can just send an email. It's just a simple email to the home of. I have a client. I'll share the story with you. He traveled to Nigeria, and on the 1st of December, he was coming, and he was on the phone with the wife. Hello, where are you? I'm in Spain. Blah blah blah. On getting to the point of entry in Edinburgh, home office stopped him that you are not coming. He said, "What? Your wife wrote to us 6 times. Yeah, in the month of November, that the relationship. I said, no, but I'm on the phone with her. It's okay. They spoke to her. So I did it when I was upset. So they downloaded everything and gave it to her. So they canceled the visa and they allow him to enter. And the visa will expire on the 12th of January. It happens. So, ladies, men in the house, when you are upset, co- control your emotions. Control your emotions. Control your emotions. My client was extremely lucky because he was on the phone. So yeah. Otherwise, if happens to be a gatekeeper immigration officer, back to sender. All right. Next one, please. So, good news is we have support for you. In 2024, few weeks to come, we are starting Future Scott Settlement Readiness Program. How many of us have heard about it? Yes, Future Scott Readiness Program. It's a program designed for situation like this. We want, when you want to buy a car in this country, what do they tell us? You need to have MOT, you need to have insurance. So we want this to be our insurance. And I and my team are working hard to make sure what happened to our community in 2006-7 do not repeat itself. Yeah, it is not new to me. We have a growing community. All of a sudden, because of changes in immigration, people will disappear. Yeah, we want you to be here. Please join the community. Another thing that we are going to introduce is we have many international students who have come here with teenagers, 16 to 20, 16 to 18, that may not likely be eligible for home fees and they may be shut out at university. How many of us know that one? How many of us have teenagers? Our own data, sorry? Yeah, yeah, they can scan it, yeah. Our own data is telling us, because we at Data Corp, we have so many programs, and I just did a survey based on the data. When we came, we were not privileged like Dr. Oli. When we came, yeah, we were boys that were looking for ladies to marry. But many people who are here now, you are landed with teenagers. Yeah, you are still under immigration control, and your children will not be allowed to benefit as home students. So that means you are paying 20 something thousand as tuition fee. Your teenagers will also do the same thing. You know, a 3 years program for BSc. What will happen? From our own experience, if we are not careful as a community, those young people will be used as prostitutes, drugs, and whatever. Or they can even join gangs, the same thing that is happening in London. We don't want it to happen. So my team, led by Azim, we have created a diploma in data analytics course, and it's going to be for free for them. Mm. It's going to be a 9-month program. We don't want them to be left behind. So we're going to have a program for 6 months, then 3 month internship and a project. And we are speaking to our partners now. So, but as many, even if it's just 10 of them, we will do it for free. We have no funding for it, but it is the right thing we believe we should do. Yeah. So, Dr. Oli, I'll be speaking to you about it, please. Yeah, please. Yeah. Because, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege.